Hey Betties, this is PJ Gatt, Senior Editor over here at Betty Confidential, and I am with Reed Drummond, but she's doing her own show now on the Food Network, which is premiering this Saturday, isn't it?
This Saturday morning at 11:30.
That's going to be really exciting. What was it like having a film crew in your house?
You know, well, a lot of the cooking segments were filmed at the Lodge, which is the little guest house on our ranch. So I knew that having a camera crew in our home for 15 days straight was not a practical possibility. I would have to have the place picked up. I'd have to have the kitchen cleaned. So we did most of the cooking at the Lodge. We did a couple of cooking segments down at our house. But then, of course, part of the show is out on the ranch.
Yes, because they have you doing competitions with your husband, like skeet shooting and stuff like that.
Well, they didn't have us do that. We're just competitive. I don't know. She's going to have to scratch my nose.
Oh, go ahead. Well, I know that you've written that you and Marlboro Man have gotten into a couple of things, but did they do anything special for the show?
Well, on one of the episodes, we had a bunch of our ranching friends over, and we like to do shooting competitions. So I have beat my husband more than once at clay pigeons, and he can't handle it. He cannot stand the fact that I have beat him. So, honest to goodness, I don't think I can tell you how it turned out, but let's just say it could not have happened more perfectly than it happened.
Cool. That's pretty awesome. Now, I'm sure a lot of your readers want to know this. Are you going to be doing any Ethel Merman impressions on the show?
You know what? So, short answer is yes. On the first season, no, because the first season, I was getting used to talking to the camera. I was getting used to cooking while talking to the camera and coordinating my family. So I think my Ethel was a little dormant.
Oh.
But I'll do it now if you like.
Yes, please do. You do a good Ethel.
There's no business like show business like no business I know. Sorry.
No, brava. That was awesome. That was.
Everything about it is appealing. Sorry. Okay, I'll stop now.
No, it was good. Really. Thank you.
Keep going?
Yeah, sure, if you want to. Now you start.
If there's a season 2, Ethel will be more prominent.
Awesome. You could actually give recipe directions as Ethel.
Oh, wow. That might have to be a separate show. I think that might be a couple decades away.
It'd be kind of funny, though. You do a wonderful Ethel Merman.
Thank you.
I have to say that.
I love her.
She's very, very fun. Now, you started your blog just about ranching and homeschooling.
Yes.
And then doing tidbits about being a rancher's wife and cooking and things like that. Did you ever expect it to spawn a show on Food Network? You've got 3 books and everything else?
No. In a word, no. Well, when I first started blogging, it was just a personal website. For the first 7 or 8 months, I didn't post a recipe. I didn't know there was such a thing as cooking or food blogs. So I just posted about, like I said, my kids and living on a ranch and the horses. And about 7 or 8 months after I started blogging, I was about to cook my husband a steak, and I had blogged about every other thing in my life. So I thought, well, I'll just take a picture of this steak process. So, but rather than cook the steak and then make it pretty and take a picture of it, I took a picture of the raw steak and sprinkling the seasonings on and sizzling the butter in the pan. And I just posted all the photos. I think there were like 12 or 15 photos, and that sort of caught on, and that's when I started doing recipes regularly. And did a spin-off and did a separate cooking blog, and then ultimately combined it into one website, Pioneer Woman. And so, no, I mean, that's what's part of what has been so much fun about the whole Pioneer Woman experience for me has been that, you know, it's all been kind of a fun surprise. Unexpected, to say the least. I'm not sure this could have been orchestrated, so it's been fun.
Are you a completely self-taught cook? Because I've looked at your food photos, which are, by the way, absolutely gorgeous. You're a terrific photographer, but I look at all this stuff and I'm just like, how did you pick all this stuff up? How did you pick up all these tips and tricks and things?
Well, my mom is an incredible cook, and I always liked to cook when I was small. I didn't sew, I didn't knit. I tried a little needle pointing, but I wanted to be in the kitchen, mostly because I love to eat. So cooking cooking was always kind of a means to an end. So, I think anything you do regularly, even my photography has improved since I started blogging. But I just have always loved cooking. So, I think there are a lot of self-taught home cooks out there, just by virtue of the fact that they cook for a family every night for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. I've been married almost 15 years, so you tend to get a little more comfortable at things the longer you do them.
What tips would you give to home cooks starting out?
It's not rocket science, and cooking should not be intimidating. Try to break away from using a lot of prepackaged things, a lot of processed things. Not everything has to be from scratch, but if you learn how to stock your pantry and your fridge with staples, things like onions, peppers, big cans of tomatoes, tomato paste, keep frozen vegetables in the freezer like peas and snow peas and carrots and things like that. You can really get good at kind of opening your fridge and seeing what you have and creating dinner food, and then you always have the things you need.
Cool. And I watched the pilot episode of the show, and I see on the table there's a couple of things that you made, and that tomato salad looks absolutely amazing and gorgeous and beautiful. What other types of things are you doing? Straight, I guess you call it home country cooking type of stuff. What type of recipes do you think we'll be looking forward to during the show?
During the show, I make blueberry pancakes for my son's birthday. I make steak, this corn casserole, which is just fresh corn shaved off the cob, jalapenos and red bell peppers, and then just a slight addition of cream and butter. Slight meaning an enormous amount. Salt and pepper. I mean, you can't beat that dish, and there was nothing complicated or gourmet about it. It didn't require any training or special skill. I just needed a knife and a bowl, basically. Twice baked potatoes, big chunks of iceberg lettuce with homemade ranch. But then I also have an episode where the husband and his brother go to the farm for the night, and I have my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law over, and we have a real girly meal.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Nothing to do with the Cowboys, nothing they would touch with a 10-foot pole.
What was your favorite thing about filming?
I really enjoyed the cooking segments. It was because I love photographing food. To me, it was kind of creatively interesting to make films from different angles. We'd run through the recipe more than once and get different aspects of the food. So I really did enjoy that. Plus, I got to eat it.